Hey everyone, greetings from Gatlinburg. Yes, we're doing another one of these drive-through videos. This time we are on the Strip Parkway here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Going to show you off all the fun. Starting off with a liquor store. That's a good way to start off. You also got a pancake cabin named Flapjacks. Again, oh, fun water slide there. A good water slide for a hotel to have. Also, you got some cute, super cute mini golf here with Davy Crockett's mini golf. And we're not really on the big part of the strip yet. We just came out of the national park, but there are a couple neat things that I wanted to show you before we got to the main strip here in Gatlinburg. That mini golf course is one of them. It's another one that's made by Ripley's. There's a lot of Ripley's stuff in town. And normally that tends to have a degree of a little bit higher quality when it comes to attractions, especially with mini golf. Some of them get run down. That's, you know, a name brand behind the mini golf. But the big thing I wanted to show you, why I started this video a little bit earlier, is right here. This is the Gatlinburg Mountain Coaster. Mountain coasters are amazing. They twine in and out all the way up and down the mountain. Normally these things cost you about $15 or so to ride, and they're really cool. They're wild, they're different, and they're awesome. If you come to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, you got to do one of those. Right here you got Hillbilly Golf, which is actually a neat mini golf course because you have to take an inclined railway to get to the top of it, and it's in the mountains. So it's actually a really neat, very different mini golf course. And that's sort of the cool stuff that's over here on this side. Old-timey stuff like antiques. And the thing I like about this more so than Pigeon Forge, in Gatlinburg, for the most part, you could walk to absolutely everything in town. There's a lot of things to do here, but it's really much more of a walking distance kind of thing. Except for, you know, maybe like that mountain coaster might be a little bit far. But once you reach right down there, then it's all within walking distance. All right, finally made it a little bit farther up the road. And here's the Sweet Fanny Adams Theater. The funniest show in the Smokies is apparently right there. And we really get to get into some of these shops here, like this topless mannequin store. That's interesting. And if you are driving over here, this is actually one of the best places you can park because parking is rather tough to get here in Gatlinburg. We're staying in a hotel that's within walking distance, so that's really, really nice for us, is that we could just, you know, park our car at our hotel and wander around to all the different attractions and wander around to all the different bars and liquor tastings and not have to worry about driving the car home, which is, you know, a very nice plus. But if you're driving into town, this is a very good place to park your car. I'm not sure what the rate is, but based on location, it's a very good place to park your car because it's really, the strip really gets started right around here where this garage is. You've got a Riverbend Mall here, which you have a lot of different type of smaller stores on different levels. And you got weird trends here, like airsoft guns, they're a big thing. Like the hemp and bong stores are a big thing. They're interesting trends here. It's like buy fake swords from like video games is a big thing. Like over here, if you want to buy a Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts, you can buy your own Keyblade. Don't really know why you want it. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing you buy. Moonshine. Dude, this is one thing I love about this town. They have moonshine places everywhere. This is actually one we haven't been to yet. This might have to be on the hit list later today. This is Doc Collier's Moonshine. But the nice thing is, you go to any of these places and you get tons and tons of moonshine for free. You get to sample like almost every single flavor. And it's cool because they make a lot of it right here. Hey guys, quick update here. Shortly after we filmed this video, they actually started charging for moonshine tastings. So throughout this video, you hear me mention free moonshine tastings. Unfortunately, they do now cost $5 due to some of the local laws that got passed. The wine tastings are still free, but the moonshine tastings now cost $5. But you also get a $5 coupon to spend in the store once you do your moonshine tasting. So just a little quick update from when we filmed this video to when we are posting it. All right, now passing that moonshine place. Over here is actually neat. While Pigeon Forge is filled with go-karts, Gatlinburg is not because it's much smaller. But you do have indoor go-karts here at Cooters, which is also themed around the Dukes of Hazzard. And then there's No Way Jose's Cantina. Probably no relation to the super annoying NXT wrestler, No Way Jose.
No way, Jose. No way, Jose.
Yes, he's terribly annoying. We've actually seen him live twice. Ripley's Aquarium, one of the big marquee attractions here in town, is over there. Pretty looking aquarium. Not one I've done yet. We did a little zoo today, so maybe the next time we come here we'll do an aquarium. Also, it's an indoor attraction, so if it rains, it's a good place to go because a lot of stuff here is outside.
I did it once and it was super crowded.
Yeah, that's the thing for me. Like, aquariums are wonderful when there's nobody there, and when aquariums are packed, they're miserable. And they especially they're normally filmed with little kids, and they're not like zoos where they're open air and you have plenty of places to go. There, it's like all the noise stays inside, and it's just headache inducing. And as much as I love penguins, it's it just might not be worth it. But it is right off the strip over there.
They used to have an amazing penguin exhibit from the outside.
Yeah, you used to be able to go and walk right up and see penguins. Now you can't walk right up and see penguins. My favorite aquarium animal is penguins. One of my 3 favorite animals is penguins. You do have directional signage quite around the town, like this one here showing Convention Center straight ahead, National Park straight ahead, parking straight ahead, and Cherokee Orchard Road is over here to the left. All right, let's go. We're in the main strip here. This is where you get all the good stuff within walking distance. It comes fast and heavy. Over here you got this big multi-level mall with all sorts of good shops in it. And we haven't even been in that sign. It's so cute.
That's a good record store.
Good record store?
Yeah.
Old-timey portraits. You've got lots of neat stuff. Zaxby's, a good chicken. As far as tourist stuff, you've got a mirror maze over here. Ripley's Mirror Maze. Ripley's Marvelous Mirror Maze. I'm sorry. Didn't want to shortchange them there.
Yeah.
You've got the Guinness Book of World Records with all sorts of goofy stuff. Again, 27 unique shops over here in the village. We got donuts over there. That was good stuff. Winery. This winery, not free wine. You got to pay for wine there. So a lot of these places give you free samples. That one does not. So just a heads up. All right, this one gives you free wine. So go to that one if you want free wines. Kilwin's is good ice cream and fudge. Lots of candy stores, and it's very, very pleasant. Over here, Old Smoky Mountain Moonshine and Whiskey. This one's more whiskey. Free samples there. Earthquake the Ride, terribly cheesy, but super fun. It's so bad, it's good. Fanny Farler's Family Fun Parlor. That's a mouthful. The Chocolate Monkey. Oh man, this has Tourist Trap written all over it. Look at the World of Illusions. That does not look good. That does not look good at all. We didn't even walk by there. Man, this is all sorts of Fort Fun, Blacklight Golf, perfumes. Why did I say perfumes? Ooh, sports stores. We need to go by here later. All right. This is Tanga's Big Sausage. That's the name of the store? And then look at the caricature side. This is very interesting. All right, you've got the Nut House, a fudge shop, shoppy. All right, you've got the Space Needle, which is actually right next to our hotel over there by the Space Needle. And it's actually kind of neat because they have a big arcade in there. In Gatlinburg, I think that might be the best arcade in Gatlinburg. Very, very large arcade. And I think you have a theater in there too. Moving along here on the road. Going nice and slow. You actually can walk faster in parts of this than you can.
Well, weekends are really bad.
Yeah, and we're getting into this is Friday, going into Friday evening. Again, another one of these stores that sells. This is the World Swords Martial Arts. You get you get the Zelda shield. Okay, so this is one of the cool places we ate. Good food. This is the local burro. They have a mechanical burro you can ride, and they have a rooftop patio. Really, really chill spot up there. You can get some margaritas. We didn't think they were that good, but when we left, we were definitely feeling the margaritas. So we did get our money's worth. But the food was good. And it's cool because you get to hang out on top there with great views of the mountains and all sorts of stuff like that. And then there's other stuff here. Again, like, how many of these shops, how do all these shops stay in business? Who is buying all these swords, knives, and airsoft guns? I don't get it. like t-shirt stuff, yeah, I could see these horrible, weird, cheesy t-shirt shops staying in business. But, I just can't see the other ones. Look, a dog. All right, let's see what else we got over here. A lot of, like, you see a ton of ice cream parlors and fudgeries and that kind of stuff.
Funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes, yep. Funnel cakes are a big thing. Foot-long corn dog, deep fried Oreos, all sorts of good stuff over here. And we're pretty much just stopped. A couple of more, like, these honestly look like kind of like local dive bars almost, is over here. And it's weird because they're like one on top of the other. And they're not in the town center plaza, which is actually cool too. Like, you go along the strip and then there's different alcoves that have a whole bunch of shops in it. But here are the dive bars. You've got Hogg's Upstairs Tavern, which, I mean, that's got to be a cool... Do y'all want to stop in there later? If you get a spot like that and just people watch, that would be really cool. And then down here in the basement is a bar I really don't need to go to, but there's another bar down there.
I've been there before.
You've been there before?
Yeah.
How is it?
Cheap drinks, bad service.
Cheap drinks, bad service. There you go. That's Puckers in a nutshell.
Granted, that was like 5 years ago.
All right, so service might have gotten worse and food might have gotten better. Another view of the Space Needle. Have you done the Space Needle? I've never done the Space Needle.
Yes.
Were you drunk and don't remember?
I think so.
Okay, because that was a very peculiar, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm going to go with yes for me.
I believe I did, but I can't recall when.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is cool too. This is the Gatlinburg Skylift. You buy your tickets right here, and then you get a skylift that goes all the way up the mountain. You know, a very nice scenic ride. I believe you get to stop at the top and go to like an observation area there, which is a nice thing for families. Obviously, something anybody, all ages, can do. And there's the skylift. You can sort of see the beginning and end of the skylift there, so that's a good shot at the skylift.
And you don't have to do a death hike like we did.
Yes, we went to the top of the Smoky Mountains National Park, and there was some hiking involved and lots of sweating involved. All right, guys, here's another moonshine tasting place. This is Sugarlands, really fun here. And then some crazy architecture that comes along with Ripley's. I will say this Ripley's doesn't look as wild as some of the different ones that you go around and you see. So that's kind of a bummer. But let me tell you, this Sugarlands moonshine tasting, that is a good time. And again, you belly up to a bar. You don't have to pay anything. You get your wristband, and they go through like 10 different types of moonshine, and you get to have samples of all of them. In the end, you probably get what amounts to probably 2 full shots. But again, it's free. It's different. Obviously, you're sampling so that they could try. And the hook is that you would end up buying some of their moonshine, which you might. If you try 10 or 15 styles of liquor throughout the strip here, you might find something that you want. I think we might buy some of the apple pie moonshine. It was very, very tasty.
And you get everything from 100 proof to 40, 30 proof. So
stuff that'll you could light on fire to stuff that tastes more like schnapps. Over here is the Cat's Meow, a shop for couples. You know what's going on there. If grandma and grandpa from Tennessee need to spice things up. Here's something not to do, guys. Do not go to that Baskin Robbins. We may or may not have had a few alcoholic beverages, and somebody was craving cookie dough. They were all out of cookie dough. How could you be all out of cookie dough at Baskin Robbins? Here we got a 7D theater. We've got a 5D theater with a dinosaur. We've got Ripley's Haunted Adventure. You get to find a cool elevator to the top. Another moonshine place back there. Dude's Daiquiri and Mellow Mushroom. Hollywood Stars and Cars Museum. Parkway Gifts. That's exactly. That's exactly what you think it would be. All right, we actually did this the other day too. Circus Blacklight Golf with a big old fat lady at hole 18 and a mirror maze over there and trapeze people up top. That was actually a pretty good value. It was only like about $10 to do both the mirror maze and 18 holes of golf. Big ups to me. I was kind of drunk, and I beat both Clint and Reese at mini golf. Molly was too drunk to compete. Then she lost her cell phone. Flapjack's Pancake Cabin. Melting Pot, a fondue restaurant. That's where we're going to be heading very soon for happy hour. They do happy hour from I think 4 to 5, where you could get $5 cheese fondue, which would make Molly happy, as I've spent the last half an hour doing these nerdy videos. Uber Gatlinburg over here, that's a big thing. You take an aerial tramway up to the top, and then there's an alpine slide, an alpine coaster, kids rides, water slides, a little zoo, and that kind of stuff. And that is all way up the mountain there. And that'll pretty much do it. That is the strip here in Gatlinburg. I love it. You got any questions, let me know. And there's Crockett's Breakfast Camp. That looks like a lot of fun. It's a huge breakfast place. All right, guys, that'll do it for Gatlinburg. Thank you very much for watching. You got any questions about Gatlinburg, let me know. But it's time for us to turn around, hit the hotel, and go drinking.